The topic of children's rights is both timely and important. As you heard this morning, we are home to 600 million people. We are a $2.5 trillion economy. We are entering a period of tremendous growth and progress. For the first time ever, we see many people entering the middle class, and with that upward mobility, they can afford to buy new goods and services. They can afford to travel. For the first time ever, we have people getting online and having access to the internet, and also being exposed to new forms of media. I mention all this because children's rights is at the forefront of all these examples, whether it is to ensure that the goods and services we buy do not rely on child labor, or that they are safe for children to use, or that we have responsible marketing when we try to sell our products and services, or that when we market online or go online, we create a safe environment for children to explore and understand new things. Looking at the results that Fiona shared, more can be done. The 2.1 average score certainly is below where we would like to be, but in the results, what we found was a few interesting things. Out of the 9 dimensions, Southeast Asian companies did well in 2 of those, which are having strategic programs and donating to charity. My advice is that those things are very good, but it doesn't go to the heart of business. It's not part of your core mandate. It's on the side. More needs to be done in a much more holistic and integrated manner. More needs to be done in terms of performance reporting, board accountability, and ensuring that we adhere to international standards. The good news is, when we looked at these companies, we found good examples in Southeast Asia where companies started to do things holistically. I'll share one example of a deep dive we did. The company comes from Thailand, Sansri, which is a leading real estate developer. They found that they had a lot of migrant children in their construction sites. They relied on a lot of migrants from Cambodia, from Myanmar, to fuel development. And the first thing they did was to have a zero-tolerance policy. Any suppliers got caught using migrant or child labor will be out of their supply chain. They didn't stop there. Then what they did was they initiated a program called Good Space, where they tried to create a community for kids. And because they have kids in the construction site, created safe spaces for these children to play, and also created the platform for these children to be educated. Because these kids were not fluent in Thai, they couldn't get access to the education system. So by teaching them Thai, these children can then be integrated into the local community. Beyond company initiative, Sansri then partnered with UNICEF to champion the issue of iodine deficiency, and this got legislated into the country's regulation. And since then, they've also signed the Children's Rights and Business Principles Convention. The last point I'd like to put forth is that children's rights is a responsibility, but also can be an advantage for all the companies in Southeast Asia. We are increasingly globalizing. We're increasingly exporting our goods. A lot of FTAs are coming into play. In a lot of places, children's rights is the minimum or becomes the social license to operate. And companies that do not address it get left behind. And companies that address it well can use it to their advantage. With that, I thank you.